We had a good family trip to Tybee Island this year. This is the furthest we have traveled for a vacation as a family. The car ride totaled about 11 hours. It's a really small island right outside Savannah, and there's only one way in and out of the island, and that's Route 80. If there's an accident or they're doing road work, you'll be sitting on that road for quite a long time. It was a relaxing scenic drive all the way in, with the river on your left and the marshes on your right. We lucked out this year with a beautiful beach house. It was perfect size for our family. It had a large deck and open floor plan, which we all loved. From the deck, you could see both the sound and the ocean. You could see huge cargo ships going by and dolphins playing and feeding in the ocean. Other than the first day, which we had a thunderstorm roll by, it was excellent weather all week for us. The pool at the house was perfect as well. It was shaded in the afternoon and a great place to retreat from the sun and sand. There was a ridiculous amount of these black crabs all over the place. They were around the pool, driveway, even on the bridge we had to go across to get to our beach access. There also were these little green lizards running around everywhere. It's just something you do not see in Virginia. One of the best things about the house was the private beach access it had. It was maybe 100 yards from the beach, and since the house was located on the sound side, so there were small waves and no real chance of any undertow, so we could let the kids go into the water without really worrying about much. There was abundance of wildlife on Tybee Island, just at our beach. We could not believe the amount of hermit crabs that were there. There was quite a few jellyfish and also stingrays that have washed up on shore. There was just a few other families sharing the private beach with us, which made it really peaceful. We put our feet in the sand and our chairs in the water and relaxed. In southern Tybee Island, there was a pier and a pavilion. You could walk and fish off the pier, and the pavilion looked like it had a place for live music at night and multiple places to eat. This appeared to be the popular spot for vacationers and locals alike. The beach access around the pier was absolutely packed here. The northern part of the island, the public beach access, was less crowded. Actually, this is where the lighthouse was, and I believe it's the oldest standing lighthouse in America. All around, Tybee Island beaches were well maintained and pristine. I can honestly say the only thing we really didn't like is how murky the water was. You only had a foot and a half of visibility, which made it a little eerie when you were swimming in the ocean.
It took 20 minutes to Sharktooth Island. The boat was like 100% fast. It was kind of weird because I thought there would be like more shark teeth. I couldn't believe it because my dad found a part of a megalodon tooth, and my mom found a hammerhead shark tooth.
This is my favorite excursion on our vacation trip. It was kind of hard in the beginning to pick out the shark teeth from the sand, but once you found your first one, they all started becoming a lot easier to pick out.
On our trip, we found a lot of shark teeth, even some bones.
It's crazy looking. We had a terrific time kayak touring Little Tybee Island. Our tour guides were absolutely fantastic. We couldn't ask for any better tour guides. On our tour, we stopped on Little Tybee Island. We walked along the beaches there and we saw a ton of wildlife, turtle nest, a horseshoe crab, and Lexi actually found a sand dollar, which we've never found on the beach before, just fragments. The landscape on the island was just breathtaking. You had uprooted trees, driftwood, scattered all along the beach. Oh, is that? Oh, I thought that was a turtle playing. I thought it was a crab.
Crab. Who's crab?
Pick it up.
Yeah.
Bonaventure is one of the most picturesque graveyards I've ever been to. The graveyard had large live oak trees everywhere with moss hanging down from the branches that looked like something right out of a horror movie. I can imagine the graveyard gets pretty creepy at night. I think the most shocking thing for us was the sheer amount of babies and kids buried here. The vast amount of gravestones and monuments were astounding. There were some enormous monuments that were truly works of art. We took quite a few trips into Savannah. River Street was one of the most scenic streets in Savannah that I saw. With the cobblestone streets and the architecture of the buildings, it just made for a very scenic walk, day or night. Overall, Savannah is just a great place to walk around and check out the scenes. They had multiple fountains and quite a few parks. I would say almost every 3 or 4 blocks you ran into a park somewhere. There was a lot of historical restaurants and buildings around Savannah. We actually stopped in and ate at the Pink House one night. While we were in Savannah, we had to stop by and check out the birthplace of Juliet Lowe, grab by her Girl Scout badge. Unfortunately, we were unable to take a tour of the house, so we'll have to come back next year and do that. We also stopped by Leopold's Ice Cream a few times when we were in Savannah, and I have to tell you, that has to be some of the best ice cream we've ever eaten. The line to the ice cream shop might be out the door, but it's well worth the wait. We don't know what Riley liked more, the ice cream shop or the candy shop. Either way, she was filled up on both.